arms take your last embrace and lips.
It is absolutely my view that modern productions of Shakespeare are much more meaningless
And Romeo press.
than they should be. Yeah, no, like this across. The play I'm currently working on is Romeo and Juliet.
Do you think any of the actors knew how sexually explicit your guys' version is going to be?
I'd like you to emphasize the comes. You have 3 comes. Come, come, come. You're having an orgasm. You're fucking her.
I die!
It is always difficult to get past one's own prior assumptions about what any play means, and was especially hard in Romeo and Juliet.
Honesty? Night. Come, Romeo. Come thou day in night.
Come night. Juliet says come 6 times. Come is quite obviously sexual orgasm.
Whiter than new snow upon a raven's back.
The snow, and all of this is old slang for semen, and raven means rape.
Come, gentle night.
What do you think?
Yes, we know what she wants.
For our production of Romeo and Juliet, the director will be Dimitri Papadidis, who is an experienced Shakespeare director with over 20 years' experience.
Fly! Fly! That's what you have to do. Throw the stage direction action.
We each had an important piece that, when put together, enabled us to see the play in a way that neither of us could by ourselves.
People see Shakespeare in like this classical box, and they don't realize that it can be really naughty and innovative and groundbreaking and scary.
Elizabethan audiences existed in the Elizabethan police state. The theatre was a place of free speech, but the government censored all plays, and the government also had people who were sitting in the audiences trying to work out whether the playwright was smuggling alternative meanings.
I say there is no illiterate blacksmith in the world who is going to stand for 3 hours in the pit, in the rain, to watch beautiful people dressed beautifully and reciting beautiful poetry. Sex violence. What sells is sex violence.
Nothing changes.
Especially not when there's a brothel next door where he can go and spend his hard-earned money.
But if it's sort of non-stop dirty jokes, then there's a reason to stand for 3 hours in the rain watching it.
Right.
You can't, like most Shakespeare scholars, sort of sit in your study and think about it. You have to actually test it out in practice.
Thou speakest all right. I am that mere wanderer of the night.
We are having our first set of auditions to try and find a Romeo.
They like to take dust, like Mr. Small's picture.
And I think when he hath lamed me, I shall bury it from door to door.
Every single word that you can physicalize. So many actors come in with what I call baggage or preconceived notion from 400 years of cultural whatever.
I did think by the excellent constitution by thy jig, it was formed under thy star of Galliard.
Do you have any questions for us?
None at all.
None at all. Okay. All right.
No questions.
With your body, show me what it is to lie with your neighbor's wife.
A man cannot swear, but it checks him. A man cannot lie with his neighbor's wife.
I didn't get the impression that anyone is going to be quite as prepared for how explicit it is. There's a part of me that wants to sort of sit back and watch what colors they all turn, and if anyone's head explodes.
When men are at the point of death, have they been married? Would you like to guess on point and death? So he is horny.
Yeah.
He's got an erection. If anybody really is uncomfortable with this, that will become apparent very fast. So what are you doing here?
I'm gonna rape Juliet's dead vagina.
He's turned on. She turns him on, even when she's dead, in a grave with rotten bodies. It's very romantic. I didn't write it!
An issue, firstly, of understanding what the words mean, what the text is being said, and then there is the dramaturgical issue of how you actually convey that in acting. And today we're continuing to look at the tomb scene, and we have here a script of the tomb scene. Romeo is going to have sex with what he thinks is the dead body of Juliet, and do so in particularly nasty ways, lying there being dead.
I can do that.
And this is not a realistic depiction. His ejaculating testes have become exhausted, and his foreskin is weary, which is what the word bark means.
This vile earth to earth resign, and thou and Romeo press one heavy bear. Come bitter conduct, come unsavory guide, thou desperate pilot, now at once run on the dashing rocks.
Okay, thank you. I'd like to do it one more time.
You can experiment. Don't feel like it's a one-shot deal, like you pick her up, oh, this doesn't work.
You're having an orgasm. You're fucking her. That's what's going on here.
So, like the lie down in my arms, if I were to sit on your thighs, maybe I could pull you up, so it's more like this. Does that work?
And lips. Oh, you the doors of breath, seal with a righteous kiss. Come, lie in my arms, I will stay with you tonight, and vile earth to earth resign. And thou and Romeo press one heavy beer. Come, thou bitter conduct, come, unsavory guide, thou desperate pilot, and now at once run on the dashing rocks, thy seasick, weary bark. Thus with a kiss, I die.
Awesome!
Very good. Thank you, guys. That's great.
You are so great.
Can we do this again?
Yeah.
I think open-mindedness is a very important human characteristic. We can see all around us what happens when people don't question what they're told. And for me, Shakespeare is one of those orthodoxies, it's one of those institutions that need to be challenged and understood. We definitely want people to ask questions that they wouldn't have asked before.